Meow Meow versus Monkey Class. This is the best of 5, guys. Pre-ban's getting locked in. We've got Tian Lang, and of course that light Monkey King is going to get pre-banned.
That's a very specific pre-ban on that Kitty and Dasheng. That tells me that they know they've played against each other before. They know what they got. They know what sort of style they like to play. Slamming down Oliver in that first pick, and of course, MEOWMEOW is really fast to lock in Shizuka Gianna right after that stock.
Yeah, man knows exactly what he wants here. Monkey Class locking in that 33 speed lead. Ragdoll Juno hitting the table here as well. MEOWMEOW looking to respond. Hopefully, he's going to slow things down just a little bit here. You know, keep in mind this is a tournament. Use that clock. That timer's there for a reason, and I think he is going to be slowing it down, taking his time here. We have a Kinky hitting the table right here.
Which is a great response to the ragdoll that was shown there. And I gotta say, Monkey did a great job bringing the Juno in response to the Shizuka and the Gianna. That's a great call. Both these players doing an excellent job countering each other. And of course, you love seeing the Fire Cassandra.
I think the Fire Cassandra's a little early, in my opinion, unless he's bringing another like high volatility, high damage unit to wrap up MEOWMEOW's draft here. But we've got a Jesus. The water painter, his name is obviously escaped me. Heygang, thank you.
I got you. I got you. And the Josephine is another good one to round out the draft.
On the side of Monkey God.
Oh, now what does MEOWMEOW want to bring? And looking at potential bans here, Stoic, what do you think they're opting to take out?
I mean, if that Gianna's going through, Heygang's definitely going to be the unit to get banned out here. I think the Josephine's a great pick. Most of these Kinkies are built on Despair. We'll find out if this one's built on Despair. Maybe you change things, because I think that Josephine hit the table knowing that Gianna might go through. Probably want to let that Kinky through as well. Tessarian's going to get the ban. To no surprise, there was a lot of passives on the side of Monkey Class's field here. Heygang is going to be getting that ban, though.
Oh yeah, Tessa eats comms like that for breakfast. Yeah, a couple really tough choices there for what MEOWMEOW wanted to ban. I don't disagree with the Heygang by any measure, but I do think the Josephine is something to keep your eye on. That's going to be a thorn in his side throughout the course of this game unless he can dispatch it quickly, which I don't think is on the table. Juno gets turn 1, goes for a full team strip, and is mostly rewarded sans the Kinky.
Yep, that's right. I think he's got to try and put that provoke down. It looks like the provoke's going on to the Gianna there. Reset's going out onto Shizuka, which is really, really nice. He has to keep in mind, he has to reset that as the Cassandra, and he ended up getting that reset there. A lot of damage going towards Juno that at the defense break.
Which is good. I don't know if the Shizuka got reset there, Stoic. I think it just got the attack bar reduction. I don't know if you saw something I didn't there, but I think Shizuka may still have skills. Quickly dispatch the Juno. MEOWMEOW already sitting at a 4-3 deficit against Monkey God.
Was that a violent Kinky? Is that what I just saw? Or am I just too tired?
I think it was. No, I believe
it was definitely a violent
you are correct.
So the only thing that's going to be stunning here is going to be the Shizuka with the third skill, of course, in Gianna. So still a little bit of value coming out of this Jehoshaphat.
Still a little bit, and like you saw, we got a brief look. Shizuka does still have skills up. She didn't get reset. Now this Josephine has got to do something. Oh, shields come out, saving the Oliver. Let's see how long that can stay.
Yep, definitely had to use that first skill to finish off that Gianna. Gianna does drop here, but it looks like we're probably going to be losing this Oliver to everything that landed on it right there. So things are looking very good right now for MEOWMEOW.
Oh, what a great revive from the Shizuka. High value unit. Now Cassandra just takes it off with a little overcommit on that snipe. MEOWMEOW with a statement first round, Stoic.
Very good first round for MEOWMEOW. Excellent draft. Everything worked in his favor, very much so. So I think MONKEYGXCLAS definitely has to try to turn things around. Maybe opt to go for some turn 1 playstyle. MEOWMEOW did phenomenally with all of MONKEYGXCLAS's units there, and I can't help but think just MEOWMEOW in full control right now. He's probably feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I would be feeling good after that victory as well, Stoic. I think that was a good showing. Everything was going his way. He played around volatile units really well, too. That Josephine ended up looking pretty manageable. I'm wondering if Monkey maybe thought he reset the Shizuka and he left it, unless he was just comfortable letting it sit with that stun and risk not getting procced on. But that's in the past. Looking towards round 2, we now have our new pre-bans. Ragdoll and Nefties are both off the table.
I think Nifty's is an excellent pre-ban here. I don't care for the Ragdoll pre-ban. I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't, because I don't think MEOWMEOW honestly cared about Ragdoll even being on the other side of the field. I'm going to say it, Evan! I'm going to say it!
I
And
know,
I know a lot
I
of people
knew,
think
I
Ragdoll's
knew
so
the
amazing, but just
Ragdoll
not
hate was coming.
that great in tournament play. I'll say it again, but I mean, he might be taking his holy trinity here. I think that's a very smart decision for MEOWMEOW in the second round. He's got the Miles, the Oliver. He can go with the Raccoon as well. Goes with the Shizuka this time.
Love the Shizuka. It did really well for him last game. And we had the discussion earlier about who you think has the most devastating violent proc into a third skill. What's the biggest violent proc punish? And I think we both agreed that Shizuka occupies that position.
She really does. You violent proc from being stunned up, having third skill up there can be absolutely wild. A lot of effects that you can put on your opponent, but also the beneficial effects that your team is receiving at the same time. Man, Tian Lang hitting the field here, not looking good for this Praha. Kind of rough. I think Tian Lang is always a solid pick, no matter what.
Oh, yeah. Tian Lang, so good into this, considering there's the Moor, there's the Praha. Of course, you do get some tangential anti-synergy with your own Oliver, but hey, you know what? Something's got to give, and to be honest, if that's it, to get the Tian Lang in play, it's not that big of a deal. Jameer rounding out MEOWMEOW's draft.
You know, I was about to say I would love to see MONKEYGXCLAS wrap up his draft here with a Jameer, and that's just not going to happen here. Got taken by the MEOWMEOW. I think MEOWMEOW's got an excellent draft right now. The combination with Jameer and what he has already brought to the table, I think, is very, very powerful. So curious to see what MONKEYGOD's going to be wrapping up his draft here with.
Yeah, what does he think he can bring that can contest this whole comp here? Bringing the Juno again seems like a good answer, especially when you're facing down the Shizuka. I'm a little afraid of it in the face of the Miles, though. I think that it's I don't think that it handles the damage problem. Let's see what Monkey opts to ban out. If you were in Monkey's shoes, what would you pick?
The Miles, man. I think Miles is too insane. But then you give him a full working team, and Jameer is able to do so much with that Shizuka. Even the Tian Lang and Oliver as well. But Miles is just high volatility right now for his team, and it looks like he's going to be banning out that Jameer. And Jameer was that other unit. Jameer is the enabler, which makes everything work so well. But that's going to be a lot of damage coming towards MONKEYGXCLAS. We'll see if he's able to stay alive and endure what MEOWMEOW is going to be dropping onto the field here.
Well, Monkey has a chance to set the pace of the game right here with the Sekhmet. Can she commit? Can she reset the resetter? Yes. Sekhmet proving that she's still an Oliver in spirit, in a way.
Yep, that's right. Also getting that nice stun on top of that Chungpung as well, so really nice for MEOWMEOW to be landing that, but of course the heal's going to be coming out, sleeps across field with the stuns as well. Does go for the skill too, not worried about waking people up when units are stunned up. Nice little spare stun going on top of that Shizuka as well.
Great setup from MONKEYGOD. Let's see what he can do to capitalize on it. He's facilitated a lot of damage with that defense break in play. All of a sudden, all of his units feel like damage dealers. Praha, he's deciding what to do. He might have encountered a slight technical error. It looks like he's calling for one of the refs. They'll make sure to get that connection in play in a second here, which I would be, you know, with MONKEYGOD, you got time to think, and you can see Chungpung ready and raring to go for the next turn there too, Stoic.
Yep, that's right. Now, I feel like this damage should probably go into the Shizuka to watch out for it, but if there was another unit to target, it's probably the defense break sitting on top of the Tian Lang. Tian Lang, Chungpung, I'm sorry, Tian Lang, Shizuka, the more volatile units have to get rid of on MEOWMEOW's side of the field there. So it's only a little bit of damage coming out of the Praha. I'm not too sure what the additional damage was looking like there with that first skill there. Maybe we'll look a little bit closer when we get back to that match there to see what the Praha is going to be producing. But that's definitely going to be the unit that he's going to use to facilitate a little bit of damage onto these defense breakers.
Yeah, and MONKEYGOD is in a really good place right now, and it looks like it's only going to get better with Chungpung coming up next. Chungpung hasn't gotten to take a turn yet. He was stunned, so he missed his first turn. He's got skills, and so Monkey just kind of really took this game to go at the start.
Yep, that's right. I mean, it says a lot with that Sekhmet setting things off, and I mean Sekhmet got off on the right foot there, and that's kind of a big play already. And like we said before, like if Sekhmet's able to kick things off right, things may stay right throughout the rest of that match there. But if Sekhmet's able to not able to land that third skill, like usually that's where you start looking at that bottom left button and walking away.
Yeah, and she was doing her best impression of her sister too, with that skill too, lining up the defense break. So now I'm telling you, right now, everything's staying the same. Monkey's looking like he's in a really good spot. This is currently his game to lose. We'll see if MEOWMEOW could maybe get something. He needs a proc of some kind, but to be honest, one might not even be enough. He would have to do something for Shizuka's skill 3. Oliver is fully reset, so he has no skills going on. I think it's going to take something more than just one proc for him to take this back.
Yep, that's right. I mean, we could see a lot of things happening here. Like, we're talking about MONKEYGXCLAS getting some additional turns when it comes to... you know what? The Chungpung might actually be on Despair. I couldn't remember if that was Despair stuns or if that was Violent procs that we had seen with this unit here. But whatever the situation may be, we could be seeing Pra obviously getting Violent procs. We know this unit's definitely built on Violent, so a lot of damage with the defense break sitting on top of the field right now. Praha facilitating damage. We're going to see more control, more damage coming out of Chungpung as well. So there's a lot of things we could possibly see here.
Yeah, and here we go. Looks like we're going back into the game in a second. Again, we got Praha deciding what that damage is going to go to, and then we've also got Chungpung following suit. I'm excited to see if Monkey can keep this tempo going. There we go, a proc, totally unnecessary proc from Praha, and yet we got a Chungpung dishing out that skill 3. It looks like this game is just accelerating 0 to 60 right there, Stoic, and Monkey God took it and won. Yep. Walked away with that game. There was only, look at that. The game, quick technical break, 2 turns more, and it's over.
And that was it, man. That's all it took. Let's get back to it. He chose to go into that Shizuka and shut it down right there, and that was kind of it. I mean, Shizuka was going to be a unit to cause a lot of volatility for the team. We knew the Chungpung was going to be following up as well, so it's like kind of writing on the wall situation. MEOWMEOW read into that and just tossed out of that one.
Which is great. You know what? Just go into the next game. You've got time to readjust. Maybe take a step back and reevaluate the plan. We were both racing for turn 1. Let's see what to do. Oh, excuse me. We got repeat pre-ban from round 1 there, Stoic. What do you think of that?
Yep, I think these are great units to be pre-banning out there. We know how good both of them are, especially that Tian Lang just being probably one of the better LD Nat 5s in this game, and of course that Light Monkey King being extremely toxic and synergistic with all the control teams that people have been bringing to the table.
The Holy Trinity graces the side of Monkey God. Oliver, Miles, Raccoony. They've really made a name for themselves, Stoic, in this whole lineup of SWC 2023.
Yep, they really have. And this is bread and butter for MONKEYGXCLAS, Monkey God as well, because he has drafted this in the past. It's something that he likes to bring to RTA, and he has it right now, so you can tell he's definitely comfortable. He should know everything that comes to the table here. Like this, the ball is in his court, in my opinion, when you've already locked in the Holy Trinity. You know what people are going to be taking here, and he needs to react. These last 2 picks are so important for MONKEYGXCLAS.
I think the double Oracle is a really good way to go with it. The one note that I'd add to the Holy Trinity is just the word consistency. It's like these are just such great units that work well together. The Hey Gang is perfect into the Gianna. One of the all-star units that's emerged recently. Post-buff, he is just so good now, cutting in when you least expect it after you've tried to strip the enemy team, cleansing and buffing and inadvertently putting your team ahead of the starter of the other team. And of course the Wind Robo coming down there too, Stoic.
Yeah, he went with the Hey Gang, and honestly I kind of liked that Chungpung more than the Wind Robo, but I do have a feeling that Chungpung's probably built on Despair, and we have a Violent Wind Robo. I think he preferred to go with the Violent Wind Robo in its place here, and Leo's gonna hit the field. And we know how everybody feels about a Leo when you're playing turn 1, so this Leo's probably getting the ban here.
Yeah, that's just one of those units that can just intercept, kind of a force ban, capping everyone's speed to his own. So that also severely limits the damage output of Miles. And of course, the Wind Robo, too, gets the ban on the side of Monkey God. Here we go. Speed lead on one side, HP on the other. No one at match point just yet. Again, best of 5. We got MEOWMEOW versus Monkey God.
Let's see what happens. Monkey God has it. He's got exactly what he wanted to bring to the table here. Let's see if everything's going to be landing true, though.
Oh, a little boost to get some more damage in is just what the doctor ordered. Oh, look at that, into a proc. There is a world where Miles can lock down and confirm a kill right off the bat here, Stoic.
Yeah, with the spare stuns hitting the field as well. That's like best case scenario, it feels, where Miles is able to produce so much damage so fast just because of that Raccoon. It almost acts as like a snipe control team you're able to bring to the table there. So crazy that happened.
Oh, and look at that. I felt that in my bones, Stoic. Watching a Gianna with an active skill 3 have to look down the barrel of a loaded Hey Gang and choose not to use it. That hurts.
Yep, that's right. I mean, that's just how it is, and that's why the Haging's so good up against these Gianna drafters. And we've got a nice Oblivion sitting on top of Raccoon, and that's exactly where that needs to be, and hopefully stays there for MEOWMEOW's case here.
Wow, the double Oblivion feels so oppressive on this team right now. If he could get one on the Haygang, he could start using Gianna's Strip, but there's not a lot of buffs that are going to be coming out. Not a ton of damage from Miles. That's the lowest damage I've seen come out of Miles in like years.
Praha just able to stay alive right now, really trying to hold on. A lot of damage coming towards Raccoon, keeping it really, really low there. No additional turns coming out of that Tessarian. Praha should be dropping here.
Yep, down she goes. I love seeing the emotion from Monkey God when Praha had just a little bit of health left over too. That's something that you really benefit from seeing in these regional cups. Back to that huge damage coming out from Miles to lock down the Shizuka.
Yep, Shizuka definitely being one of those units that need to be focused out here. What did we say about these violent procs into skill 3s, dude? That is
the
wild,
most devastating.
Man.
The most devastating proc stoic. I can't think of a unit that can proc out of a stun and hurt you more than a Shizuka. Specifically out of a stun. We all know the 2-piece from Chung Pung is pretty powerful, but like from a stun, Shizuka can just turn a game around like that. And oh, man, that's so tough. That's so tough. And I wish that I could confidently say there's like a moment where Oliver could have reset her, but I think Monkey God did his best here.
He really did. MONKEYXCLAS, actually, he had it locked down. Everything was totally fine until that one moment of Shizuka violencing and just flipped it completely.
It happens. Sometimes that just goes down. There we go. MEOWMEOW. Wow. MEOWMEOW with another point on the board. Crazy. That Shizuka, man, that skill 3, I'm telling you, wild.
This is why I wanted it so bad, Evan. I wanted this unit so bad, and I was so happy to pick this unit up here at America's Cup when I pulled that Shizuka. I was just, tears of joy, dude. Tears of joy. I didn't cry, but I could have. I could have cried, Evan.
God, I wish that were me. The sisters, 2 Desert Queens, out.
What does that say to you? Because when I see a Sekhmet getting banned out here, I see a turn 1 MEOWMEOW hitting the field here.
Oh yeah, he wants it. He's like, I've got match point. I'm gonna end this as soon as humanly possible. And I want no cut-ins. I want no fast base speeds. He just wants to play this by the book.
I actually love that play as a potential like match point here. You ban out the Sekhmet, and then you're just gonna go full into turn 1 and just totally deny your opponent of potentially getting a turn here. So Shizuka's gonna get drafted, Juno's gonna get drafted. You can already tell MONKEYXCLAS trying to beef up, go turn 2 to respond to whatever MEOWMEOW is gonna be taken to the table here.
It's always so funny to me seeing Shizuka paired up with a counter. You know, you pick the Shizuka and the Juno. It's like, deal with it. Find a new way to counter my Shizuka, because I'm taking the obvious one. MEOWMEOW considering the more, but opts for a very aggressive Cigar instead of a Sekhmet, which is so cool. Sekhmet's off the table, so you take a different resetter.
Yeah, I love the Cigar. I think that's an excellent pick here. People have been ruining this unit very, very fast. We have a 33 speed lead already hitting the table as well. And it looks like he's gonna... I love that take, though. I think that's a great response for Monkey God to take that Water Ryu, go with the Chung Pung as well. Tian Lang's gonna hit the field here. It's a little interesting that a Tian Lang would hit the field, but I don't think there's a world where the Tian Lang's a bad pick, but Tian Lang does hit the field. I feel like we're losing that synergy right now. I'm seeing an Oliver getting banned out, and that turn 1, trying to capitalize on pre-banning out the Sekhmet just not being the course anymore for MEOWMEOW.
Oh, and Tars, that is a little unexpected. I'm hopeful that this doesn't dilute the comp too much, because like you were talking about, I think the Tian Lang's anti-synergy actually shines more here than it does as a counter to Monkey God. Although picking the Gianna into it might make up for some of that. But the Antares caught me by surprise.
Yeah, I think the Gianna is definitely going to get banned out here, but I think this is a great pick from... okay, ends up not going with it and going with the Ganymede, which is quite interesting. So I feel like if Ganymede's going to hit the field here, we're looking at a speed lead ban on both sides. No! Wow, all right.
Taking down the Shizuka. I mean, if you just won with a Shizuka 3rd skill, I could see why you wouldn't want to play against one. This is a pretty strong opener from MEOWMEOW, but there's a lot of lasting value from Monkey God. So let's see how it goes. Again, MEOWMEOW, match point here. If he wins this one, he moves forward.
Ooh, very fast Juno looking for full team stripped into Despair Stuns. We get one Despair Stun going out onto the Cigar, which is pretty big for MONKEYXCLAS to get that on the Cigar.
Big reset from Ganymede, setting the pace. Here comes Chung Pung, doesn't have to use skill 3, can just set up defense breaks, play it by the book.
The Despair
MEOWMEOW
Stun
should be
on
sweating a little
Antares.
right now.
Yeah, he should definitely be sweating here because that's going to be it for the Praha. Monkey God with a great response in this match. You know, it was so fortunate that he got that Despair Stun onto the Antares early. He just needs to keep the damage back.
Yes.
And yeah, he's able to do it, man. That is wild.
Yeah, this proc is not even really something to be concerned about because this Monkey God is so in control. I don't know if you saw that a second ago, Stoic, but the Ganymede came up on second turn. There was nothing to ventilate. He was fully in control. There's nothing to do. That's it. Monkey God tying it up 2-2. We're going to a 5th round on the first match here, Stoic.
Yep, that was incredible. Really took advantage of his opponent there. And you know what? This is kind of like what I was talking about with MEOWMEOW. I feel like he should have kept going with that turn 1 style of play, where his first pick was Oliver. He had drafted the more, and then he took it back. And then Monkey God went and took that away from him. I feel like he should have locked that in, demanded that turn 1, and I feel like we may have seen a different result there in that round 4.
I agree. I think it was a little bit of a doubt moment in that draft. You know, he wasn't sure he could take that turn 1, so he opted for Tian Lang and for the Antares, which both felt a little too passive to me. You know, it's so funny saying that about Tian Lang, but I would have preferred to see a second speed lead there instead.
Most definitely. I think MEOWMEOW should have pushed for that turn 1 for sure. I think he should have locked in that Water Ryu more and not let his opponent have him. But it looks like we're going to see that Oliver being drafted once again, potentially. You can see in that Trinity, the Trinity working out so well for MONKEYXCLAS, and I think that's what he's got to do again. It worked so well, and you can't help it. After locking in 3 units, you're in a position where the next 2 picks, it doesn't matter what those next 2 picks are because you're going to should be responding so well with your last 2 picks.
Yeah, Monkey God could go more Chung, more Juno, and then we'll probably see a Hey Gang in the 4th slot. Like, Monkey God's got a really good game plan here, but MEOWMEOW, wait a second, MEOWMEOW is kind of skewing into the very first round draft here, and historically, granted, limited historic, but like historically, he won with this draft. Oh, Jackson at home.
Yeah, exactly. Your Jackson at home is going to be hitting the stage, that Fire Pure Vanilla. That's interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's not gaining or accruing enough value. I mean, okay, it's just for the attack bar pushback. I'm sorry, it's not for the attack bar gain. I'm thinking Jackson at home, but I'm thinking too much Jackson right now. This is definitely fine for the much attack bar. Yeah, too much Jackson, not enough at home. But there's a lot of attack bar pushback. You know, it's been totally justified now, which is super interesting. I can't help but say he's just banning out the Fire Pure Vanilla because he just drafted completely into it. But I feel like MEOWMEOW can see this coming. Picked right into it.
Picked right into it. Yeah, that's...
So how fast does MEOWMEOW lock in the Douglas? A triple revenge, Vert!
Nice! I love it. I love it, actually.
I wanted to see the Douglas, to be honest with you. If we saw the Douglas is 100% getting banned out here, but he drafted into the saying he's banning out the pure vanilla. This is a very interesting situation.
Yes, he may not. I mean, if the Verd takes the ban, which I don't necessarily think it needs to, I think you actually need to, you could. All right, that's great then. So basically, Douglas is banned too, right? So the Douglas,
you know what? Yeah, I'm right there with you.
It's like that Verd is
Douglas
basically
was there,
Douglas
banned.
Same thing. Yeah,
I agree.
So there we go. So nothing.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see, a lot on the line. In fact, everything. The tournament future for both these players is on the line right now. When Robo starts and gets doubly revenge.
No Despair Stun's going to be hitting the field just yet. Skill 2 is available, getting a nice Despair Stun. Top of that Fire Pure Vanilla. Skills available with Oliver looking to get a big reset, probably onto that Shizuka. Going on to the Gianna instead.
Oh, could use skill 3 just for the stuns, and I actually think that's value.
That is value town, because now he's able to jump back on his opponent, not getting any defense breaks on top of that Wind Robo. Also, a little bit of healing is going to be hitting the field, you know, with the stun going on top of the Juno as well. 3rd skill available. I don't think he's going to be using this unit just for these 2 units, though.
No, yeah, and very limited punish too, with only one stun coming out from the clapback from Juno earlier. And now we just got a couple awkward turns right now. Meow Meow's trying to stabilize. Things are kind of slipping out of the grasp a little bit. So Monkey God is slowly taking control.
Getting that defense break finally, does have that third skill available. I mean, I think it's an okay time to use. I know he's trying to get that Shizuka stunned up, but he doesn't get the stun on top of that Fire Pure Vanilla, though.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get there. Here comes Monkey God. This first big swing potential. That Gianna is getting real close to death, and she might even take a turn before it. He doesn't even care. He's like, you know what? I'm going to try to strip it. Came back anyway.
Yeah, Gianna's back with even more health now. A little bit of healing from that first skill, the Fire Pure Vanilla. Of course, we do have second skill available. Probably going right back to that Gianna with the highest attack bar. Resists are coming up once again, though.
Oh, Stoic, your predictions. Your predictions,
My predictions
man.
are looking pretty good right now, Evan.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good, my guy. I gotta say, but Monkey sold me a little bit. The only factor here is Kinky. The Kinky combined with the Shizuka. Do they have what it takes to slowly bring this back? Because I don't see a super clean way for Monkey God to dispatch that Kinky. What do you think?
I mean, it's definitely going to be the troublesome unit, but I think Juno might be the one to help get rid of that Kinky here. So there's still some damage out there in control. As long as you keep the Kinky stunned up, things are still going to be in Monkey God's favor here.
Yeah, maybe you're right with the additionals from Juno, but we'll have to see what happens. Gets the clutch little stun. Oh, and the resist. So now's the time where he can work through that Shizuka and take it out and just make it 1v4.
Oh man, look, he's trying to get the damage when he can onto that Kinky as well.
Restun.
Like I said, with the stun up there, he's going to keep pushing that attack bar. That's going to be it there. Monkey God! I'm just even more excited now. Takes down.
Oh, that was excellent. Monkey God with a stellar 5th round win against MEOWMEOW, sending MEOWMEOW home. And look at that sportsmanship. A nice hug between members of the animal kingdom.